This is ENN with Ed Neusbit.
Hello and welcome back to ENN with Ed Neusbit. I'm Ed Neusbit. Today, Jeremy's off.
What do you mean I'm off, Ed?
Well, you are off, aren't you? I mean, look at this. This is way off.
I'm a stage manager, not a stylist.
Well, manage the hair, man. Manage the hair. I look like something from 1978.
What's a magic word, Ed?
We're live, Jeremy.
Say it.
Fine. Please.
Ouch.
Welcome back. Don't quit your day job, Jeremy.
You're welcome, Ed.
Today, Patriot Part 2, masks for almost everyone, and Paul versus Fauci. But we start with the White House, or more specifically, the White House gift shop, where you can pick up coins commemorating everything from Trump's meetings with Kim Jong-un and Vladimir Putin to Trump's impeachment trial acquittal. Meeting with the Queen of England? No, silly, she's not a dictator. She's royalty, so she doesn't get a coin. But there is one celebrating the genius-level thinking of President Trump. Presumably that was minted before his coronavirus response. But don't worry, there's a coin for that too, the World versus Virus coin. But my personal favourite, the one commemorating the newly formed Space Force. That'll be useful when the planet goes to pot, won't it?
The Space Force is our Space Force. It's not supposed to be the public Space Force.
Ah, yes, of course.
And in the face of a pandemic, that's our exit strategy, Ed. It's our exit strategy, not Americans' exit strategy.
Moving inside the White House now, where 5 weeks after declaring that we should all be wearing masks, people are finally wearing masks. At this rate, if Hope Hicks orders a snack from the White House canteen, she'd have time to resign, work at Fox, quit, then be rehired, move in and set the table all before her food arrived. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, this just in. Former White House Communications Director Hope Hicks, who resigned after admitting to telling white lies on behalf of the president, then went to work for Fox, has been rehired as counselor to the president. Or in layman's speak, easy breezy cover his ass girl. That's genius. Speaking of donkeys, Mitch McConnell has pushed to expand the Patriot Act, the sweeping counter-terrorist measure put in place after 9/11. The majority leader, representing the values that Republicans hold so dear, like individual freedoms and less invasive government, just pushed through the government's ability to spy on you and your web activities without a warrant. Now, if you were unaware of this, don't worry. You were probably distracted by the coronavirus, just as Mitch and his friends botched the pandemic response because they were distracted by the Russia investigation. Genius. On to investigations of another kind. The Senate grilled infectious disease expert Dr. Fauci this week, with Senator Rand Paul proving to be particularly aggressive.
With respect, Dr. Fauci, who made you the be-all? You know, who says that you get to decide whether schools open or close? I'm hearing very strong arguments on the other side, the side of the coronavirus, saying everything's going to be fine. Now, we should be following the Swedish model, and I believe President Trump has been following a number of Swedish models even before the pandemic.
If I may respond, Mr. Paul, with all due respect, I don't claim to be the be-all. Yeah, I'm just an infectious disease expert who's been studying infectious diseases for the last 40 years, advising the President of the United States on an infectious disease that's ravaging our country. So, hey, what do I know? There actually is one thing I do know for sure, Mr. Paul. Richard Simmons called, and he wants his perm back.
Good for you, Fauci, good for you. And now, let's take a look at the weather.
Weather, it's weather with Connie. Cloud.
Whether there's weather, it's t-shirt and sweater. With nearly every state in the country opening up for business, it's sun some more. But don't forget those umbrellas, Ed.
Why's that, Connie?
'Cause there's a great big cloud of uncertainty over the whole entire country. Back to you, Ed.
Let's hope those clouds blow over. Well, that's it from us at ENN. Join us next time for more of the news you never knew you needed. I'm Ed Neusbit. Cheerio.
And we're clear, Ed.
Yes, I've got to tell you, Jeremy, it is quite a substantial coin. I think that the wonderful thing is you've got this arrow on the one side, which obviously reflects the economy, and then if you turn it around, it shows the number of coronavirus infections. So that's just, well, it's genius.
Sorry. Any further questions?